about you and your prospects and your lifestyle and your husband and your 3 kids and getting you back to La Jolla and laying on the beach because you work hard. So this system will follow up. If you do the math, I'm pretty good. I don't even have a calculator handy. 2,000 past clients and prospects, dripped on them 60 times. That's 120,000 touches. You need an army of assistants that you hire couldn't do that. But yes, to answer your question, all of the downloads, you can just go to meetbrettannerdemo.com. Either Ben will send that to you, I'll send it to you. You can download all 20 reports. It's 487 pages. Make note, Elizabeth, the first 4 pages after the cover sheet have your picture, contact information. It'll blow you out of the water. But I'm not here to puke all this information all over you. It'll blow you out of the water. Again, you'll see something you never imagined existed, but when you see it, you're going to scratch your head and wonder, why didn't somebody create this a long time ago? And I think Ben already told you, I used this exact same technology 15 years ago. I spent $30,000 to make $8 million. The return on that is off the charts. So if you look at the whole system from top to bottom, it's going to blow you away. Absolutely impress the guts out of you. So what you have is an online presence. You've got multimedia business cards, but I'd rather you see that story online than me try to explain it to you. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, what's a video with somebody telling you all about it worth? It's got to be worth 10,000 words. So take a peek at those videos. Sounds like you're impressed already. If you've got more questions, fire them at me. Or I'd just like you to look at all that content. It'll save you and I a lot of time.
Jim, what I like, Elizabeth, I know that you're busy right now, and Jim actually has another call he has to get on next. We got tons of agents across the country that Jim has to speak with them daily. Could you go watch some more of the videos for me and maybe download some of those touch points and the 3 reports? And then I'd like to send you a multimedia business card. It's Brett Tanner's, but just for an example of what we do. Can I send that out overnight tonight to you?
Absolutely. That would be, if I would buy this, that would be me. Myself.
Right. And that's why I want you to see. It'll be your picture. I want you to start imagining everything on Brett Tanner's website. Every time you see his picture, you see his name, it's going to be you. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to overnight a multimedia business card to you. Take a look at this with your team as well. Get their opinions and feedback, because this is going to be all of your guys' pictures if you choose on there as a team. And then I'm going to follow up with you guys in a couple days. Is that a deal? Jim and I will follow up with you if need be. Is that a deal? Okay, very good. Jim?
Excellent. Well, hey, Elizabeth, thank you so much for your time. Statistics prove you're going to remember the last 30 seconds of what I say right now. So I will tell you this in 30 seconds or less. This system is an entire prospecting system, follow-up system, and closing system. It'll do everything for you. Eat your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if that is of interest to you and you want to get to 150 closings a year or 200 closings a year with maybe less work, entire prospecting system, follow-up system, and closing system, all done for you. You're not going to be buried. Your staff's not going to be buried. So take a good hard look at it. Ben and I look forward to having you come on board and having you be one of our success stories. So looking forward to working with you.
All right. Thank you so much, Jim. Elizabeth, anything else? All right, Elizabeth, have a great day. I'll be talking to you in a couple of days. And look in the mail tomorrow for a FedEx coming through.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Bye. Very important. I got to say this right now, Jim. What did I not do? And did chime in finally at the end. What did I not do?
Ask for the sale.
I didn't speak.
You didn't talk over me.
I didn't speak. When Jim's on the phone or Chuck's on the phone, or if you get Steven, if Steven has, we're so busy, Steven has to jump on board for this stuff. We don't talk. Let Jim do his thing. At the end there, where I was getting to, because I was kind of timing it. She said 10 minutes. We're getting close to that 5, 6, 7 minutes. That's where I was like, all right, cool. This, tie it all together, re-edify, let him close it. And we weren't asking for the sale yet. You guys, I hope you really understand this. Maybe I'm wrong. Most of us are going to have at least 3 to 4 conversations before it closes. Now, with financial planners, how many conversations generally?
If out of the ones that
that's a whole different analytical person.
Yeah,
too.
out of the ones that closed, I would say half of them closed right on the spot.
Okay.
The other ones, it's probably
A bunch of work.
3, 4. But as soon as you add another decision maker, it complicates things and makes things so challenging. You got to really rein them in and hold them to.
So were you worried about the team thing that I said? Her talking to the team, and that all the I like sugarcoating it where it's gonna be all of your pictures if you choose on there as your team.
Yeah.
Because real estate agents are getting a little bit different than financial planners, I think. What do you guys think about that?
Oh, totally.
I-
Yeah.
I mean, I think they like selling their team. They sell their team all day long.
Well,
No.
but if you're the,
No?
if
Sell the
it's
team,
my,
but not the
yeah.
picture of the
Right.
team.
Well, that's
Yeah.
like Brett Tanner again. He has the team. I'm talking about the ladies that have the two lady team that's on Homes and Land
Some
selling
of them
Karen
are.
and Jess together. You know,
Well,
stuff
you're
like
gonna,
that.
you're gonna know that, cause you're gonna.
Right, we're already gonna know that.
Right, but if it's truly someone like Brett,
Your
who's
team.
just.
Right, that's a whole different. I wouldn't throw that out.
Yeah.
Because I heard a team of 3, which still doesn't mean that, but I know people that they throw their teammates all up on their pictures and their advertising too. It all depends on the team, and we'll really know that. But my whole thing there is don't speak over them.
Yeah.
But generally, I mean, you didn't go after the money close right there. She watched a couple videos. I talked to her again. I fact found where she was further interested in that. Can I please have you speak to one of our executive VPs, one of the founders of the alternative real estate system? Put that together. Now we send some more stuff. The third talk is the close, in my opinion.
So
Wait, I would have went for the close, but she
Yeah.
had sonar. So I was pinging off of her. When she said she had 10 minutes, I know I'm not going to try to close in 10 minutes. I'm going to blow somebody out of the water for you. So I'm not, bad analogy, but I'm not going into the bar drunk and asking somebody if they want to go home and make a baby and maybe get married. Right? And I can do that in 10 minutes, but I can't find my wife in 10 minutes.
Right.
So when she said I've got 10 minutes, I know was that a bad analogy? But you know what I mean? Don't try to hit a home run if
Same analogy.
yeah, I had 10 minutes, right? I pinged off of that. It's like a dolphin has sonar. I'm listening to every word and feeding off that. If I try to close her, it's going to be 30 to 40 minutes. So I know I'm not going to do that. So why not just get her really excited, get her amped up, move her along, and go with that? So
I got a really important question.
Yes, sir.
So, at what point, how often do you think price is not gonna come up? Okay, it sounds really cool.
Yeah.
I like the 5 minutes of videos I saw.
yeah.
What's it cost?
Price
What's the bottom line?
Price is always going to come up, and I was going to throw that meatball question to
Right.
myself. So there's about 10
I kept
different
waiting.
there's about 10 different ways to answer it. Some of you have seen the Q&A. That thing's still in process. By the time it's launched, you will have all the Q&A done. I keep working on adding to it. So price. So fire it at me. How much is this thing, or is it too much cost? And I come back again. I'll have 3, 4, 5 different answers for you. One of them is, say, Al, I promise you this. Price is a function of value, right? So you're wondering if you can afford to pay for it, or if you're willing to pay for it, and is it going to pay off for you? Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Right? So it's a matter of writing the check up front. Am I willing to part with these hard-earned after-tax dollars? And then am I going to get my money back? So it's a value question, really, not a price question. I don't mean to sound funny or distract you, but it's a value question. I will tell you this. Me personally, I think it's mathematically impossible for you to get this system, get 1,000 multimedia business cards, put our 40 links all over your social media, and we give all that to you, blast it out there, put all your past and current clients and prospects into our system and drip on them a year from now, and not have made a many multiplication of how much you paid for this system, right? So I'm going to tell you the price in a second. It may shock you, it may not. Some people, oh my gosh, that's a fortune. Some people, are you kidding me? Jim, all this buildup, and I'm going to buy this whole system that cost me $250,000 to make, at least, or $1 million if I ever got it done, and you're willing to sell it for that? You're a moron. Let's go. You know, so it depends. It all depends on where you're at. But value, again, you've got 2,000 or 1,200 people in your system. It's going to touch them 60 times. You've got 1,000 multimedia business cards that look like an iPad you're passing out. This thing will make, and here's the fun part. I back up all this big talk. We do as a company. If a year from now, you've given out all 1,000 multimedia business cards, you put your database in there, you leaked on and dripped on them, we guarantee it's success. A year from now, you say, Jim, I haven't made my 20 grand back. So there's your price. There's the answer to your question. I haven't made my 20 grand back. Excellent, Al. We don't want mad clients. We don't want unhappy clients. I think it's mathematically impossible. In fact, I'm a client myself. 24 years I've been doing business with this company. That's why I decided to go on board. I bought 2 sets of multimedia business cards. I own a mortgage and real estate company. I made $8 million on my $30,000 investment. I don't know what you'll make. I don't know how hard you're working. I don't know the size of your database. But I know it's mathematically impossible for you not to make 20 grand back. I mean, let's be honest. I'm pretty good at math. Take 20 grand divided by 3 that selling one home for $667,000, you got your 20 grand back. Again, mathematically impossible. 2,000 people get touched 60 times, 120,000 real high-end quality reports. If you haven't seen them yet, we'll send you the link. It'll blow you out of the water. It's not possible, but we back it up. We want you happy. We'll keep giving you another 100 multimedia business cards until you say, hey, I've made my money back. We'll have your system all running. You can use it indefinitely until you're happy. We're going to have 1 or 2 people out of 100 that aren't happy. Now, maybe they're being honest, maybe they're not, but we're not going to question it. You're our client. We want you to be happy, so we're going to guarantee it. Again, if you, what's that?
You're gonna say that? That's a kind of a guarantee that you're gonna keep sending them 100.
Yeah.
What if they're not, you know, like, you're gonna keep sending them 100?
You'll have a couple morons that take you up on it, and they'll lie, cheat, steal, and they've closed, and they've made hundreds of thousands or millions, whatever. So we send them 100 multimedia business cards. You don't ever build a system based on the lowest common denominator, because those people are out there. Who cares about them? The other 98 that come on board says, wow, you guys got the balls to back this thing up and guarantee it, and you must believe in this system, it must work. So again, Al, 667,000, 3%, 20 grand. Again, maybe you don't have that in your budget right now. You don't feel like stroking a check. We already know that. So we financed it, we've broken it out over 6 months. So you can come on board, get the system, start making money, pay as you go. And a year from now, you're gonna be laughing, you're gonna call me back and say, you guys are suckers. You could have sold that for more, or this system is crazy, or you're going to give me all kinds of compliments and be glad you came on board. So price, value,
And we also are able to track